Live. This video is brought to you by Gold Peak. Gold Peak iced tea, real brewed iced tea. Zero sugar, sweet tea. There's no sponsors here on this video. I do love my Gold Peak, though. Gold Peak, reach out. I mean, I'm a Jew. You might not want to reach out to me anyway. A lot of people don't like us really, but you know, 0 calories, 0 fat, 20 milligrams of sodium, no carbs, no sugars, no protein. Gold Peak. What's up? Dominique, what's going on? I like my mug, Miss Flatbed Red. Right? Kenworth, got to represent. How's everybody doing? Let's letting some people jump in here. This live video will not be about trucks. Robert Burke, how are you? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm all right, you know. I'm all right considering the world's a mess. And I'm just working on legal bullshit. Business owner stuff, yeah. Trying to figure out how not to pay so many taxes, right? Gotcha. Everybody should be following Dominique, the dump truck driver. Great YouTube channel. I watch it every Sunday, pretty much. Hey, what's up? I'm on my way to Aurora, Missouri. Loaded soybeans on my hopper. That's a hopper around here. Just hanging out. I'm going to a John, some hay from Maine. What's up there in Maine? How's everybody doing? I do have something to talk about today. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes. Oh, Travis Haskins. Yeah, you should stick around for this conversation. Definitely. Vote red for less taxes. Okay. It's not a political show, but hey, nobody likes paying taxes. I don't like paying them. I pay plenty of them. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Love you too. Thanks, man. It's awesome. Great pictures on Facebook this week. What did I post? Was it my truck pictures? Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Saying hello to my fellow Jewish dump trailer lowboy driver. Oh, cool. You're Jewish too. Nice. It's actually what I'm about to talk about. Might come to a shocker to some people. Most of you put it together, but I'm a Jew. Both sides, mother and father Jewish. So some of you are going, you know, I thought there was something about that guy that I just couldn't put my finger on it. Now I know he's a Jew. My God. After all this time, how did we not know? How could he not tell us? Right? Well, what are you? I don't know what you are. I have no idea what anybody is. I don't really care what anybody is, to be honest. I'm an equal up. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate any religion completely or any race completely. I do have some hate in my heart for certain people, but they don't represent the whole group. Oh, Mike, you're only half. So yeah, I mean, they're only going to kill half of your body when they find out you're a Jew. So you'll be okay. Just tell them which half you want to survive. So I've been a little numb this week with all the news, and I can't stop listening to it. And this is not about trucks. We can throw trucks in here. Problem with going live is you got to put your finger on the screen to refresh every couple minutes. Hello, Mike from Western Montana. What's up, Ronald? Pork chop. What's going on? Tucker. You hate people that get your truck dirty. You know what? You are damn straight about that. The ignorance in gravel pit etiquette is just off the chain. These guys just flying and kicking up that dust. Dominique knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, crazy. What's up, Peanut? David, how you doing? Evan, how are you? How are you? How's everybody doing? I'm just sitting here at home. Got an empty house. I'm going to be headed to a Wanda, how are you? I'm going to actually be heading to a Israeli I don't want to say it's not a protest. It's not a support. It's like a thing in my synagogue tonight at 7:30. There'll be plenty of armed guards there. Usually we have 2 armed guards that my kids see, and if all the kids see, you don't see their guns, but they're packing. They're packing heat in bomb sniffing dogs. There'll be 4 there tonight. So yeah, hopefully nobody can try and kill us. Because we're pretty evil. As Jews, you need to watch out for us. So these are jokes. But I'm trying to make light of a shitty fucking situation. Excuse my language. I did turn off the no kids. This is for no kids. Riley, how many like your videos? You doing a snow plowing video this winter? Oh yeah, be lots of plowing. If it snowed, we didn't get any snow last winter. I only went out twice. Anyway, I'll give you my history background real quick. So my father's Israeli. Dad the trucker. My dad, who's a trucker, American trucker. He's Israeli. He's from Israel. Wait, Dominique, I should come out there and come to work with you. Yeah, you know what? Our female driver is leaving, and she's fantastic. So, yeah, some big shoes to fill. She's going into the Marines. So she kicks ass. I have a lot of respect for her. 19 years old. This girl came over. Did I ever tell you this story? They asked me to train her. She had no Class A experience. She had a Class A. Have her watch it for a couple days. If you feel comfortable, after a couple days, let her drive your truck back empty. But by noon that day, she was running loaded. We cut her loose the next day. One of the best drivers I've ever worked with. Just turned 19. 100,000 pounds. Doesn't like automatics, but she's driving one to get the experience. Comes in every day, does her job, cleans her truck, likes overtime, works Saturdays. What else could he ask for? She's been here like 6 months, now she's going to the Marines. So it's definitely our loss, our country's gain. And she has an invitation to come back anytime she wants. Circle W, how are you? Great, I'm doing well. Thank you. So what I was saying was my dad is Israeli. My dad is from Israel. And I'll give you the quick family background. My dad's father, born in Odessa, which is Ukraine, used to be Russia, lived in Ukraine, and then they went to Lithuania. And my father's mother was from Romania, and my father's father and his mother went to Israel, like mid-1930s, to work on a kibbutz. Now, kibbutz it's like a farming community. Now, the kibbutz is what these terrorists terrorized and killed innocent people. These are just peaceful people living on the border. They're neighbors. They're neighbors with the people in Gaza. They're friends with a lot of them. And they worked on a kibbutz, just very peaceful people. So late 1930s, 1940, sorry to hear that, Evan. Around 1940, and my information's a little fuzzy, but it's pretty much my grandfather wrote home to his family. I'm wrapping up over here in Israel. I'm going to start making my way home to Lithuania. And his father wrote back, things are happening here with the Nazi party. We're not sure yet. This is before the Holocaust. But things are getting pretty rough around here. Why don't you stay in Israel? We'll send for you. So that was around, late 1938, 1939. And he never heard back. His father, his mother, my grandfather's 3 sisters, his brother, his cousins, everybody he knows was killed by the Nazis. And my grandfather stayed in Israel with my grandmother, and they had my father and 2 other, my uncle and aunt were born afterwards. And they were in Israel till like 1955, and family that was already here that owned a shoe factory brought my family from Israel to America. My grandfather worked in that factory till he retired. My father worked in that factory as a teenager. I worked in that factory as a teenager when I was like 14 and 15 in the summer. And my father, and they all became American citizens the legal way in the 1960s. And so this hits home. It hits home what happened this week. And if you have a friend who's a Jew, they're not okay. You yeah, I'm doing my job. I'm working, putting on a good face, but it's pretty sickening. It's pretty sickening what happened, and there's a lot of propaganda out there. And people say, well, Israel this, and the land was this person's, and the land was. You want to be a tough guy, you go after the army. You don't cowardly go after women and children and decapitate kids. Like, what the fuck? Kind of a fucking piece of shit are you? Sorry for the language. This video isn't for kids, and I know I'm gonna lose subscribers over that, and that's okay. It's not about trucking this video. I'm just getting some shit off my chest. I'm pretty pissed off today. I've been pissed off all week. And I just came back from Israel in February. I'd never been. That's the homeland where my dad grew up, and my dad's never been back since he came here in the 50s. And I got the opportunity to go, and I went, and it was the most amazing trip, and I met the most unbelievable people, right? Thank you, Dominique. It's sickening, and yeah, it's genocide. It's not about, hey, we want our land back, or whose land is what, or they don't want peace. They want to kill Jews like they did in the Holocaust, and they started doing that last Saturday. Now they fucked around, and they're going to find out, and they're finding out, and it sucks. And I do feel terrible for anybody on that side of the fence that's going to get killed. Hamas, they took over politically Gaza, and those people were born into that rule. And I do feel bad. And none of them said anything. There was no warning. It's a complete failure on all intelligence, American, Israeli, not seeing this coming, just like 9/11. We didn't see that coming. How did we not see that coming? The same way these guys didn't see it coming either. But, one person spoke up, any kind of a warning, maybe something would have been different, but it's too early to tell. Dominique says, I can't understand how anyone could do something like that. Dominique, yeah, like decapitating babies and toddlers in front of their parents and then killing the parents. Going to a concert and mowing down peace-loving people with just dancing, 260 people. Kidnapping people, women, men, raping, like vicious people. So yeah, I'm a Jew, and now the world knows. No, it's not. I'm always proud to be Jewish. It's not something you hide. It's something also you don't always announce, because there's so much hate out there, anti-Semitism. People don't like people who are different. I see it on the trucker pages. I see it. The towel heads, the sand N-words. I see that. That pisses me off, because there's good and bad in every group. There's good in white people. I know some white people are pieces of shit. Same with black people. And I live in a pretty high Guatemalan, Mexican area where I live. And there's a lot of those people I hate just because they're assholes, not because they're race, and there's plenty of them that I love and that I work side by side with. And, I just wish there was more love in the world. You know what I'm saying? Chris, my dad was the firstborn USA. Came from Austria, landed in New York City. Here you go. And that's the other thing. That's a good point, Chris. None of us are from here. Unless you're an American Indian, is that the right thing to say? What is the right thing? Indigenous you're not from here. Your people aren't from here. So let's everybody stop pretending that we're all from America or wherever you're from. But none of us are really from here. So let's get off. Some people need to get off their high horses. You know what I mean? It's crazy. This flatbed red. Thanks for the mug. Sent me this years ago. And that's what I want to say. I'm watching. There's excellent coverage on the news. CNN, Fox News. I'm flipping back and forth. Brave reporters on the other side. And I got family over there. And when we went to Israel, I met some of my family that I never met before. and we sat down with them. We went to an Arabic restaurant. Now we're a bunch of Jews. Went to an Arabic restaurant. It was a beautiful restaurant. It was, I think it was called the Old Man of the Sea in Jaffa Port in Tel Aviv. You know, by the way, before I went to Israel, I didn't know what Tel Aviv was. I didn't know what anything was, you know, but I learned. And went to an Arabic restaurant. It was the most amazing meal. And I sat down in front of my cousins who all served in the IDF, the Israeli Defense League. Everybody goes in the army when you're in Israel, pretty much. When you're 18, you go to the army. You go to the army for 6 years, and then you go to college. And the craziest thing was we sat down at the restaurant table, and my son is 17, looking at going to colleges. He's looking at colleges. He sat across from my cousin's son, who was also 17, who's looking to go into the IDF, the Israeli Defense League, and proud to. And his father's proud of them, and he's proud. They're proud to join the army. You know, it's a badge of honor. So that kid right now, he's getting ready to fight. You know, he's just turned 18, you know, and I guess I met some friends over there, you know, Old School Trucking on Facebook. I met Moshe Azun. He runs Old School Trucking. You know, he was a trucker. He's from Israel. He came to America in the 90s when the good years of trucking, ran over the road in America he had a 6-year visa, and he loved it so much he kept trucking till he got caught. They deported him back to Israel. You know, I got that video up on my YouTube channel from last February, so check it out. Hey, Gregory. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate it. So yeah, it's you know, it's a crazy world. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm live right now. I just felt like say something, right? And I just yeah, Evan. And anybody who's watching this video right now, just remember, you know, Cab Over Kings, what's up? You just joined in? You should go back and listen to what I just said. Before I post this video. Cab Over Kings, yeah, we got to get together and make a video. I just going over the whole Israel thing, you know, even though we're not talking trucks today, but so when we were in Israel, right? This is really crazy. This is crazy. If you're gonna leave, hold on, I'm gonna tell a crazy story. So we're in, and I probably told the story when I got back on video, but this is worth the price of admission. Ron, how you doing? We're talking about Israel. Thank you. We were in the town of, I can't remember. We're on the Sea of Galilee. Now, as a Jew, I didn't know what the Sea of Galilee meant, but to all my Christian friends, they were like, that's where Jesus walked on the water. Yes. So we were on the Sea of Galilee, right? We're in a hotel. John, good evening. Carl Steinbeck, $1.25, please. You got it. Send it my way. We get to the hotel that night. They say to us, thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. You're a good friend. Anybody who wants to go to the Lebanon border, be on the bus tomorrow morning. Exactly, Bill. Be on the bus tomorrow morning. We're going to the Lebanon border. Now, I'm an idiot. I don't know what that really means, but we're getting on the bus. My family, we're all here. We're going to the border. We're going to Lebanon border. We're going to look at Lebanon. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. We were in a group of 75 people from my synagogue, the most amazing people, you know, like really good, just good people, right? 25 of us get on the bus, including 4 of us. We get on the bus. You go way, way up into the mountains, like if you're going to the top of Donner Pass, and you just keep going. We get to the top of the mountain, and we're met by a general. I have pictures of these people. I promised I would never post them on social media, but I've been looking at them all week. We're met by a general. He gets on the bus. He's very blunt. He says, you know, this is not a tourist destination. You know, we have, contact with the people from your synagogue. You know, we know your rabbi. We're going to take you somewhere. You may take pictures, but you have to promise us you will never share these pictures on social media because our lives depend on it. Yeah, and I took pictures. I mean, I did take pictures. I never shared them with anybody. So we go to the border, and we meet the soldiers. I mean, they all look like Drago in Rocky IV, the big, tall Russian. They're all about 6'5". They get giant guns, giant tanks. all kinds of armor. And we meet the soldiers. We brought them coffee and donuts. And we got our big orange bus in the background. And the general says, you look down at the bottom of the hill. Thank you, Wanda. Appreciate that. Thank you. Look down on the bottom. You see the men down there at the bottom of the hill on the other side of the barbed wire fence? And you're looking about a half a mile down the hill. He says, you see those flags, the black flags? I said, yeah. That's Hezbollah. He says, they're watching you right now with the binoculars and the telescopes. They're not happy that you are here supporting us. They are not happy that you brought us coffee and donuts. And they like nothing better to do than shoot a rocket at your bus as you're leaving. And it was at that moment I thought to myself, boy, I made a really bad parental decision bringing my kids here. But something, I mean, we're lucky we got, we got out of there, but something I'll never forget. My kids will never forget. And hello, Carl from Kittery, Maine, the outlets. And so we walked around the border. We walked along the border fence, and it was just, the land was beautiful. It was like beautiful soil. And we were eating kiwis out of trees. Like the general was pulling kiwis down, and he pulled out his knife and he's cutting slices. And we were eating dates and out of the trees. And there's some amazing like fruit. And he goes, look on the other side of the fence. What do you see? We don't see anything. It looks like desert almost. He goes, it's the same soil. They can't grow in it. They can't grow anything in their soil. They don't know how. They don't want to know how. And they're mad at us for having this beautiful land that we've grown and we built kibbutz, houses on, and we have this community. And once in a while they'll shoot a rocket over here at us. We got to go over there and kick ass. He goes, there are tunnels under here. He goes, you notice you don't see any women soldiers on that side. He goes, there are women here, but we can't have them out where their soldiers can see us, because they will try and kidnap them and do unspeakable things to those women. But the women are here. Well, where are the women? Because they're in tunnels. They're just doing reconnaissance. They're listening to Hezbollah in those tunnels. And if those women get caught, you don't want to know what happens to the women. So it's a very powerful experience. Now, and then today, listening to the news, everything's. So I didn't know what northern Israel was, what southern Israel was. I didn't know what anything was till I went there. And most of the stuff's happening in southern Israel, which are closer to where my family is. But northern Israel is where we were. And Hezbollah shot some rockets over, and some of their soldiers came across with guns today, and the Israelis incinerated them. And I think to myself, those are the men that we met. Those are the men I can't share their pictures. And it's just crazy. Just crazy. It's a crazy world. And I'm sorry for not talking trucks. I just, I was usually filmed during the week when I'm working, and I did a little filming, but I haven't done any talking because I've just been like numb all week. It's actually helping to talk. There is a link in the description of this video that may work or may not work if you want to join as a guest. My track record trying to add guests to this live video is pretty poor. It's only worked one time. But if you want to join and say hello, try that link. But I don't know. How's everybody else doing today? So anyway, so after 7:30, I'm going to like a rally, like an American rally, just to get together with our fellow congregants, where I go to synagogue. So I grew up. There's two kinds of Jews, let me tell you. There's Jews like me, they're just regular, that you won't even know I'm Jewish unless I said it. And there's the Jews with the curly hair. That's not me. And those are the Orthodox Jews, the Hasidic Jews, they call them. Those Jews don't like my kind either. So it's not that they don't, actually, I shouldn't say they don't like us. They don't respect us. But it kind of goes vice versa. I don't, it's not my thing. They're kind of, some of them can be real jerks. I've delivered to those places like in New York, and they treat you pretty shitty. And I say, wait, I'm a Jew. And they're like, oh, okay, you're a Jew, a Jewish truck driver. Come on. How'd that happen? My dad was a Jew too. Oh, my God. They're a little nicer. Why does it say Jew is live? That's not cool. Because I wanted to get your attention. Did you just join the conversation, beardless guy? Because I'm Jewish, and we've been talking about the Israeli conflict. I will change that title when this is over, anyways. But I wanted to get somebody's attention. Bring the Kenworth to the rally. Yeah. Okay, beardless. So you just joined. Yeah. So that's so we're going to that rally tonight. Okay. Oh, you're Jewish. Okay. No worries. You don't have to be sorry I'm Jewish. I'm proud. And my dad was a Jew. My dad's from Israel. If you just jumping in here. And I was talking about the Israel trip. So yeah, Israel was crazy. And we were in the town of Haifa, which also was in the news today. And we visited a elementary school while we were there. It was, I'm not an emotional person. Like, I don't even cry, which is really crazy. I can get choked up, but I don't cry. Thank you, beardless guy. So we're in Haifa. Say Haifa. That's Jewish. It's almost like you're gonna huck up something, We went to a school there, elementary school, and it was amazing. And my kids got to know those kids for the 2 hours we were there, and followed each other on social media. And these amazing kids. And the school, this is very important. This is a school in Haifa. Jewish kids, Muslim kids, Christian kids, all in school together as one. If they can do it, why can't the rest of us do it, That was an amazing experience. And yeah, it's crazy. My son's in a kind of like a United Nations group at school. He's one of the founding members. And there's a couple Palestinian kids in the group. I said, what did they say? What did they say? And after this, and they're like, yeah, they're on the side of Israel. They're like, this is just like barbaric. It's just like cowardly what they're doing. Thank you, beardless guy. I wish I didn't put up a lot of videos from Israel, but I did put up some, and that was an amazing trip. And I'm happy and proud that I got to go, because considering what's going on now, I don't know if I'll ever get back or when I'll ever get back. Carl, back in 2000, my live stream got deleted, shut down because of videos playing some ancient Jews. I was not thrilled. That's good to know. Thank you. And I'm going to change the title. I was just, this live stuff, you kind of got to be quick. It's nothing planned. Just kind of put it up there. Break guy. You got my hammer. Yeah, dude. I'll tell you what, the trucks over there, when we went to London last year, we had 2 big trips last year back to back. Now we're not like globetrotters. We had planned a trip before COVID, and that got canceled and pushed back. And then the Israel trip was planned years in advance, and they kind of were just all together. Krista, sounds like growing up in New Jersey, just out of New York City. Yeah, exactly. You know what part I'm talking about. It's off of 84, Orangeburg, and up a little higher up there. Towards on the other side of the bridge. I can't remember the name of the town over there. So that's what's up. Your Jewish friends are hurting right now. If you have a Jewish friend, they are hurting. They're numb, and not just Jews, but we take it personal. Especially like my family, losing everybody in the Holocaust. It's personal. You want to exterminate a race of people. It's just fucked up. By the way, you ever get pizza at Doughboy? Yes, I have gone to Doughboy. I used to go to Doughboy all the time. Absolutely, yeah. And you know what? I think I'm going to go there this week. And now that you mention, I haven't been there in years. Do they have truck stops in Israel? That's an excellent question. I didn't see any. I saw some like rest areas. Didn't see any truck stops. Ron Thompson, don't be fooled. Mike is a world traveler. Best American trucker. Yeah. Thank you, Ron. What else? What else going on? I don't know. I don't have any videos coming up. I know that. This is a video, right? This will be. I will probably post this. And I will get hate mail from this video. People will find my company's address, which is now in the description on my YouTube channel. And they just send me hate mail sometimes. I usually don't read it. If I notice it's a hate mail, I just tear it up. I won't even read it. When's the new truck coming? It is going to be built December 11th. So I should see it sometime in January. And then 2 videos ago, I ordered all my custom stuff, my fenders, my visor, bumper, lights. It's going to be a badass truck for a Jew. For a Jew, it's going to be a badass truck. But thanks for answering, by the way. Thank you, man. You're awesome. You're all awesome. And I got 85 people watching, so it's awesome. Thank you, Striker Bud. Where you guys from? Where's everybody from that's watching this right now? And if anybody's got any questions, if you can figure out how to join this thing live and you want to come on, there's a link in the description, but that might be the old link. Cape Cod, Toronto. I love Toronto. Dude, I love Toronto. Man, I do love Toronto. It's a great place to visit. And that is a diverse city. And I tell you what, when I went to Toronto, it was the first time I was ever face-to-face with Sikhs. S-I-K-H. Sikhs with the turbans and the black beards. And they are scary-looking people. But, I was a little ignorant back then. I didn't know that most of those, those people those are good people, Every group's going to have some bad ones. There's bad in every group. Yeah. TLJ, current elementary teacher, former owner operator, used to drive in Acton. Nice. Show your contact. Thank you very much. Elementary school. That's pretty cool. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Of course, there's an Amish land. Awesome. Charleston, Toronto. Yeah, Toronto's a cool town. Delaware. JB, what's up? Listen, this is not how my videos usually are. Usually I'm talking trucks. Today I'm talking Israel. I gave my whole family history with Israel in the beginning of this video. If you want to go back and watch, that would be great. Mark's in Scarborough. Daniel's in Salem, Oregon. I've been to Salem. I'm right on I-5. John's in Boston, Iowa, Orlando, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, or Connecticut. North Carolina, Long Island. Yeah, what's up? The turbans were for choking silently. Yeah, listen, the turbans are, it's a religious, it's a religious item. That's all, There's some freaking jerk on TikTok. He kept saying, he was talking about the Israelis, the men with the little hats, like it's a religious hat. I wear that little hat. I do the balancing act with it when I go to synagogue out of respect, not because I'm religious. North Carolina. Okay. Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Route 3. But I hope you're not on your phone while you're driving there, Kyle. I'm just kidding. I don't care. As long as I'm not driving next to you or my family. No, you shouldn't. Bismarck. Oh, wow. That's way up there. We used to go to Bismarck. Brewer, Maine. I know what Brewer is. It's right over the border, correct? Am I right about that? How do you like the 12.7 Detroit? I don't know because I don't have one. I haven't driven to Detroit. It's Detroit, by the way, not Detroit. That's when I start talking like an over-the-road trucker again. Detroit. It's one word. Detroit. I haven't been to Detroit in a long time, many years. It's my Walmart days. Most of the Punjabi guys, yes, they are cool and they're religious, and they will give you your shirt off the back if you show them, some kindness and respect, And yeah, you see those scary pictures on the side of the trailer with the guys with the knives and the guns. You're like, oh, not in my country. No, I'm not. They're here. Do your homework. It's not a terrorism thing. It's a terrorism thing back in their country. You shouldn't be scared of that here. There's a lot of, people get scared and people don't know and they jump to conclusions, and it's a lot of judging. I try not to judge people, including truck drivers. Back in the day, I was on a podcast last night. Back in the day, we get out of the truck and help somebody back in a parking spot and feel good about teaching them something instead of pulling out the camera and watching them screw up and then posting it on TikTok. We used to actually get out of the truck and say, hey, watch me. Turn the wheel this way. Turn the wheel that way. Follow it around. Look in your mirror. Put your 4-ways on when you back up. Get out and look. Now it's the phone's up in the air, waiting for the guy to screw up. I don't judge. I hate people who judge new drivers. Of course, I'm guilty of it too. Listen, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I judge people too, of course. And I judge people on their looks and their race sometimes. Yeah, I do. And, but you got to catch yourself because it's not cool and it's not the way it should be. You should try and be it doesn't matter what religion you are, as long as you're a good person. You should be a good person first. It's the same with, I tell younger guys, do I speak Hebrew? I can read Hebrew. I do not speak it. I know a few words, but I can read it because I had to learn it from my bar mitzvah when I was 13. What's up, Dirt Boss? How you doing? What was I going to say? Yeah, I always tell young drivers, I see kids going into the industry, they like idolize guys with big, large trucks, with long wheelbases and spread axles. Like, yeah, the coolest. Those guys are legendary. And I say, don't look up to a person just because they got a cool truck. Look up to them if they're a good person and they got a cool truck. I meet a lot of people at truck shows I've been doing truck shows for 30 years that won't give you the time of day. They won't give me the time of day. And they got a really awesome truck. And I'm just like, why? Why are you like that? You're not all that. And it's probably daddy's money anyways. So stop patting yourself on the back because you get this big, large ride, and you should be welcoming to everybody. The world just needs more kindness, When do you think about open borders right now? It's good. No, no, of course I don't want open borders, but who are we? Who are we? Every country has borders, but who are we to keep people out? It's crazy. It's just crazy how it is. But no, I want to come here legally. I don't care who you vote for. I'm not a political person. I have my beliefs. Some people think they know what I think. You can think what you want. I don't really care. I believe in just being good to people and being kind and taking people under your wing and trying to be a mentor to people. And that's what I gotta say. Ron, I met a cool dude who drives a day cab with a little short dump trailer. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Why is the title this way? Okay, Steve, good question. I've been talking about Israel and I'm a Jew. And I'm going to change the title at the end. I'm just trying to get people's attention. I didn't know what to write, but don't look too much into that. A Keith Richards interview, funny, on Howard Stern today. I usually listen to every interview, every word. I got 20 minutes into it, and I'm just like, I was never a huge Keith Richards fan to begin with, and I was just bored. And I actually, to be honest, I wanted to get back to the news and hear what was going on in Israel. And it wasn't anything good to hear, in the beginning of this video, I talked about, my relationship with Israel and as being a Jew and what happened, if you're new to this video. And you should, if you don't know what's going on, put on the news. It's pretty sickening. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Evan, I'm in the same boat as you. Pinched a nerve in my back. Dude, that sucks, man. Pinching a nerve, anything back related sucks. I get a bad lower back for 30 years now. When it goes, it goes. And then I'm done for a couple of days, but it's been 9 or 10 years since I've been out with an injury for a couple of days. But Dirt Boss, what's going on? That's it. That's what I got to say. Boston Trucker the Jew here. Proud. And you should be proud whatever you are. Whatever you are. Who cares what you are, what religion you are? Religion, don't get me started on religion. I'm not a religious person, And everybody thinks their religion is the best. Everybody thinks their God is the best. It's just all. It is what. It's about community for me. Always has been, Splagos Farm. He's my big fan. My service truck is filthy this week. Find time. There's always time to clean. It's always time to clean. I want la. Make the time. No, I hear you. Raymond, how are you today? JDS wanted to meet you, bus truck, but I had to work that day. I work. Okay. I'd like to meet you too. I'm around. My truck shows. Next truck show, I plan on being. There's a truck show in Connecticut. I think on the 21st in Wallingford. It's on my calendar. I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I'll be at the Big Apple Farm in Rentham, Mass, October 29th. It's going to be a nice truck show. The interviews have been lacking, in my opinion. Be proud, be brave. Oh, the Howard interviews. I think my interviews. I'm like, really? I'm trying, man. Raymond is tired. Yeah, I had a rough day. It's been a rough week. I have not slept well this week at all. Just the stress of everything going on, and it doesn't directly affect me here, but I think about my people, my family, my friends over there. We're all hurting. Kahala, I was up in your neck of the woods, and I think you saw me hopping off 95. Well, you might have seen me. Yeah, if you were up on Waltham, Lexington area, then you see me. Herniated discs with arthritis. I have that. I have lower back arthritis. That sucks, dude. Sorry to hear that. Chris, friend who was a Puerto Rican Jewish man, a fellow truck driver, always says shalom to me. I taught him the shalom song we learned in it. That's pretty cool. Speaking of Puerto Ricans, nice segue. We had a couple Puerto Ricans working at Cardillo, and they kept saying, you got to go to Puerto Rico. You got to go to Puerto Rico. I'm like, I don't want to go to Puerto Rico. What am I going to Puerto Rico for? It's part of America. I go, oh, really? Ignorant American. I didn't know. I went to Puerto Rico. It's amazing. Amazing place. Don't drink the water. No. It's an amazing place. I gained like 10 pounds. What I didn't know at the time is they get some of the coolest trucks in Puerto Rico. Old Macs, old Kenworths, decked out. Awesome trucks and good people in Puerto Rico. And ever since then, I love the Puerto Rican people even more. There's a few bad ones. There's a few bad Americans. A few bad in every group. And like I said earlier, let's remember, none of us come from here unless you're an American Indian or indigenous or wherever you're from. We all came from somewhere. My family came from Eastern Europe, Romania, Russia, Lithuania, Ukraine. Migrated to Israel. And we came here, and then some families still over there. And I got that 23andMe. I got 23andMe, and it shows you anybody who's blood related to you that's on that site. And I have like thousands. I have like all over the world that are like blood related, which is crazy. I was referring to Howard's interviews. Yeah, I picked up on that, Steve. I don't know. I've been listening to Howard since '89. Any Howard live, I'll take. I was disappointed he wasn't in this week, Monday and Tuesday, because he's going to come back. He's going to be on fire Monday over this Israel thing. He's going to have a lot to say, and I'm going to want to hear every word of it. In the end, we are all just people. Not only are we just people, we're only here for a short while. I mean, what are the chances we're all here right now on this planet at this time? You think about how many billions of years there are, and 69 of us are watching this video right now. So yeah, why can't we all just get along? This is bullshit that you think if you kill people, you're going to get rewarded by your God, and then you're going to live a great life. Your chance to live a great life is now. Not in the eternal life, if you believe in that stuff. So thank you. That's a good point. How far run down the Mass Pike? I don't run down the Mass Pike at all. I don't even know where the Mass Pike is. Is that in Massachusetts? The only time I go to the Mass Pike is if I'm going to a truck show. Once in a while I went to Boston. That's about it. Smith or Pollock? What do you mean by that? Thank you, John. So if you just joined in this video, it says the Boston Trucker Jew or something. I can write that because I'm Jewish. I'm going to change that title. I'm just trying to get people's attention because if you just joined us, my focus on this video to talk about what's going on in Israel, which is the most horrible thing. It's the beginning of a Holocaust. They're trying to do another Holocaust. We're not going to let that happen. And they don't care enough about their people They knew this. They knew there was going to be a backlash, and they don't care enough about the people to be men and come out and face the army like men. They're going to be a bunch of cowards. So, yeah, 70 virgins. Yeah, exactly. Heavy Holler 617. You see me on Route 2 all the time. Who do you drive for? Thank you. I'm on Route 2 all day. Route 2 and 95. That's my jam till retirement. In my new ride. Wait till you see my guys. I don't usually say like I've never been happy with the truck I have. Like I never think it looks because I'm insecure. Like it looks. I always think there's something off of my truck. Like my truck, I hate my visor. So I figure nobody likes my truck because I hate the visor. My new truck. I designed it. It's in my head. I hope it looks good. It might look a little funky. It's gonna be sweet. Wanda, good people. Wanda, you're still here. Thank you so much. Good people are good people. It does not matter where you are from. Thank you. You're right. Yeah. And hey, when we were in Israel, we met religious people from all different religions. They all came to the wall, to the old Jerusalem. And it was amazing seeing Christians like singing and Muslims in one corner, Christians in another corner, Jews in this corner, Armenians in this corner. Everybody was there for the different reasons, but for the same reason, just to get the experience. Those CB Rainbows never come out from behind the mic. 10-4. That's true. It's true. Or from behind the keyboards. A lot of keyboard tough guys. I block them this way. I don't like blocking people. I got a few haters. I got a few haters. And I don't know why. They're just like there's some wackos out there. Like you ever lose a friend for no reason, like you don't even know why, like because you have a different opinion of them and you don't even bring it down on them. You just voice your other opinion. All of a sudden, they don't talk to you again. I had a couple people like that. So, but yeah. How you doing, Ron? I should probably cut this video. I think I've said enough. But if you just joined it, you should go back to listen, and you may learn something. So, with that, peace and grease. Mike, thinking of you and your family. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be at the synagogue tonight with the the 4-armed guards, and yeah, you never know. You never know. I mean, shit goes down. Believe me. That's right, Heavy Holler. They aren't really friends. Thank you. Peace and grease in the Middle East. That's all I want to say. And yeah, pray for America. Pray for your country. Pray for Canada, wherever you're from. Be a good person. That's all I'm saying. Be a good person. Know that your Jewish friends are hurting. People are hurting all over the world. It's not just Jews. Now, I mean, Ukraine's out of the news now. That was fresh on my mind. Yeah, and it's sad. The more it's out of the news, the less they think about it. But people are out there up there now, and they're being invaded by Russians. They're just trying to live their lives. Just live your life. Peace and grease, Ron, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. Hit that subscribe button. I don't know how many followers I just lost posting this video, but it's all good. It's all good. As long as I get you guys watching this and Ron Thompson, will be good. See you guys. Thanks.